Good morning, Falcons. Today is Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. I'm Matt, and this is your view from the Falcons Nest. According to a new study, the average American spends an alarming amount of time on their phones. How do you stack up? WSBT is reporting, according to a study from the reviews.org published on January 1st, the average American used their phones a lot in 2024. Some of the most notable statistics they found include the fact that the average American checks their phone 205 times a day, nearly once every 5 minutes they were awake. In fact, 81% of people checked their phones within 10 minutes of waking up, according to the survey, and 66% of people use their phones on the toilet. Many people seem to know they have a problem too, with 43% of Americans reporting that they feel as though they are addicted to their phones. But that's surprisingly down 24% compared to 2023. All juniors will be taking a full length practice SAT test next Thursday, January 22nd, from approximately 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The results of this practice test will be used to provide individualized study and preparation. That student will be working on an SRT classes. Preparation for the SAT on Wednesday, March 5th. Juniors and seniors, a reminder that there is a free SAT practice available on Khan Academy. If you're headed into the store for bread, milk, and eggs, with this cold snap, you may have to settle for two out of the three. CNN is reporting that supermarkets are running short on eggs, and the situation may not improve for months. The highly contagious avian influenza has wreaked havoc on the egg market. In November and December alone, 17 million egg laying hens died as a result of the virus. That's nearly half the birds killed by the virus in 2024. According to the USDA, it'll take months to replace these flocks. Area farmers who use sewage sludge as fertilizer and their neighbors face higher risks of cancer and other diseases, according to a new federal analysis that pins the blame on toxic fever chemicals. And reports in the Chicago Tribune, chemicals, also PFAS, are not regulated in sludge fertilizer by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. Continues to promote the spread of phthalate mud on farmland without limiting the amount of PFAS it contains. Those policies could change as a result of the agency's new analysis published on Tuesday in what EPA calls a draft risk assessment. It could take years to adopt enforceable restrictions, though. Most risks are to Americans who drink milk, eat beef, and eggs from farm animals who are raised on a pasture, fertilized with sewage sludge, eat fish from lakes contaminated by runoff, or drink PFAS tainted water. The EPA analysis found that agencies did not attempt to determine hazards to the general public, but assume PFAS levels are lower in the overall food supply because products come from many different resources. Nearly every American has PFAS in their blood. According to earlier federal studies, that chemical has been widely used for decades in firefighting foam and making products such as nonstick cookware, stain repellent carpet, waterproof jackets, and fast food wrappers. That oil and grease, researchers and public health advocates are increasingly concerned over some PFAS buildup in the human blood. It takes years to leave the body and doesn't break down in the environment. Others transform over time into more hazardous compounds, increasing the chance that grains, beans, and hay produced grown in fertilized fertilized soil could be tainted from years to come. Long-term exposure to concentrations of certain PFAS can trigger testicular, kidney, cancer, birth defects, liver damage, impaired fertility, immune system disorder, high cholesterol, obesity, and studies have found that links to breast cancer and other diseases are suspected. In the latest analysis, the EPA focused on two of the most widely studied forever chemicals used by 3M for decades to make Scotchgard, stain repellent, and PFOA, sold during Dunpoint Part by 3M to manufacture Teflon coating cookware, clothing, and wiring. That's all we have for main desk. Now to sports with Caleb.
So for sports today, it is going to be snowy, at least lightly snowy, with a temperature of 1 degree, but negative. Ooh. Real feel. It's more of the same. 1 degree, but negative. Ooh. And the air quality is bad. That's bad. Moving on to a 3-day forecast. High today is going to be a 20. Low today is going to be a -4. or, in our words, a 4, but negative. Ooh. All right, enough of that. It is going to be partly cloudy. Tomorrow, Thursday, high of 31, low of 20. Partly cloudy, but got some snow there. Friday, high 38, low 26. It's gonna be partly sunny. That's all we have for weather. That's in the main desk for sports.
South Bend Cubs are looking for music groups to perform prior to the games this season. High school vocal and instrumental groups can apply as well as other non-school related groups. Each performer will receive a free ticket for the game they will perform at this season. Tonight, weather permitting, the boys basketball teams will be in action at Triton and the boys wrestling team will be at Kinky Valley. Tomorrow night, the girls basketball team hosts Michigan City Marquette. Friday, all eyes will be on Britt Wimmer as she competes in the state finals in Indianapolis. If she wins, she'll advance to Saturday's final round. Saturday, the boys wrestling team will compete in the conference meet at LaVille. The freshman boys basketball team hosts Northwood. The boys basketball team will make the trek to Morgan Township.
Not a lunch with Caleb.
So for lunch today, it is going to be a breaded pork patty, a Philly cheesesteak pinwheel, steamed broccoli, baked beans, applesauce, and is there anything else? Let's find out. No, there is nothing else. That's all we have for today, Falcons. Have an amazing day.